To become self-employed in Austria, you actually register your company, get your tax ID, and then you start to invoice. Well, actually, you don't pay much more taxes in Austria if you're self-employed or not, because we have a progressive tax system, and the more you earn, the more taxes you pay. But if you do it right, and if you have a strategic tax planning, you actually avoid paying too much taxes in Austria. The things you can write off as an entrepreneur is, for example, your car, your office, your telephone, internet connection, but then also expensive like your laptop, your camera gear if you're a photographer, everything that you actually need to get your business done. Of course, consultancy costs, travel costs, and then also you might want to deduct your office at home if you don't have an office anywhere else to start off. Well, it's not illegal to have only one client as an entrepreneur, but the risk is that you registered as an entrepreneur, you filed your tax return, you paid your social security, and then in the end the authorities say, well, you had no entrepreneurial risk, and they classify you afterwards as an employee. So this will be differently taxed, and of course you pay another social security. You can no longer claim those costs because you're not an entrepreneur. If you register as an entrepreneur in Austria, you're obliged to pay health insurance and, of course, a pension plan in Austria for yourself and your family. The health insurance includes the same services like you pay for as an employee in Austria. The cost of an accountant depends more or less on the services we provide. Because, for example, if you have employees, there's payroll services, then there is the digital bookkeeping to prepare for your VAT, and there is the annual tax return. The less services you need, the less you pay. So depending on the services you need, we do an individual offer and prepare that for you. If you become an entrepreneur, it doesn't mean that you completely lose your safety net, because there are so many ways on insuring yourself with not, investing everything you put aside while working. There are many professions in Austria where you don't need a business license. You just need to register, for example, trading and opening up your own advertising agency, working for web pages, working as a photographer. For example, the whole creative industry, we think that the market will actually solve the problem that people that have a profession will get also clients, and therefore you're not obliged to show a degree or anything like that. If your first year revenue is roughly about 100,000 euros, it depends on your expenses and deductions on how much you actually decrease your taxes in Austria. And that is actually my job. But roughly speaking, your tax bill could be around 15,000 to 25,000 euros. The biggest challenge is, of course, getting your shit done.